little bit of spot filling. Now the undercoat. Well, some considerable time later, what was grey is now white. So one coat of polyurethane undercoat. Right, well, lots of sanding later. We're ready for another coat. So, another coat today, sand Wednesday, then top coats. Now it needs a quarter of an hour to induce, and then we'll pop in some brushing thinner. Right, well that's the undercoat on. So despite what I may have said earlier, Friday is the sanding time, and hopefully top coat on over the weekend, although surprisingly the forecast isn't looking good. It's Friday afternoon. Looks like Friday is the best day of the week. So, as the forecast suggested, I worked late yesterday, so I can spend this afternoon sanding with some help from Stuart and get the first top coat on. The weekend's not supposed to be so flash, so we'll have lunch and then get started. Well, it may not look a lot different, but there's a coat of 2-part polyurethane on here, so it's actually now a vivid white. So it's Altex Brushing Polyurethane. This is actually left over from last year. Got quite a few more, as I overbought last year. Matthew's arrived for the long weekend, bought his boat up because he wants to just check the trailer out. Didn't bring the mast, so we can't go for a sail. So it's a fiberglass hull, clinker. We're just going to shift it down to the garage. wet here, it's dry there. So if we're lucky, there's a glue line that will limit the damage. Right, well, it's obviously wet in there. There's one bit that's quite rotten. The reason, of course, is once again there was no sealant underneath the location plates. Okay, well, we made a hole. I'll start with the sabre saw now. I'd love to say it was a lightening hole, but it's actually the base for the mast. So fortunately we've got a carbon plate we can pop in there. I think it's wet. So this is down the hole, and this big triangular piece is part of the main structure holding the mast from going through the deck, and surprise surprise, it's also water damaged. So it's soft where Matthew's pushing. Oh, well, I've still got this plate of carbon from Matthew, so it's 10 mils thick, vacuum bagged, so it can certainly do for the mast base. So we've bought the sail and the boom, but no mast. Because
it was already in the boat.
So a little bit of rust there. We'll cut away and see what we need to weld in. It's Sunday, and as the forecast said, it's raining. Oh, a new implement of destruction, rather than the battery powered one, let's use a mains powered one. Well, it's taken all day, but we've removed everything. So we need a new stringer or beam in here, and over this side it carries on into the locker and it's rotten, so we'll have to splice it in there. And we've removed the macrocarper, which mostly was just wet, the ply underneath which was soaking. We've taken off one of the laminations, one of the pieces of ply off here, but it's not bad otherwise, so it should just be a case of gluing another one in. But yeah, a bit of effort. But better to find this now than have the mast come through the deck in a couple of years.
Yes, hello.
Yes, a salty old sea dog's been helping me. I've been bent over all day, so I've got a sore back.
Yes, likewise. That's right, I've got sore knees too.
But now things can dry out, and maybe the windows are the next priority. We'll see. Weather's supposed to be terrible all week. Yeah, a whole bag full of stuff. Well, half a bag anyway. Lift it up, Grandad.
It's there.
It's a bit dark here, but Matthew has slapped on some paint, and we'll weld the, so I'm a grinding expert, not a welding expert, so we'll weld the other side tomorrow and we turn the trailer over. Well, Grandad came for dinner, so we'll let Matthew take it home in the truck.